A World Au Pair Nanny Governess Job Guide. An Au Pair Nanny Governess Introduction. This guide exists both as a childcare guide for parents and as a job guide for people looking for childcare, au pair, babysitting, and nanny jobs. The information and resources apply to both groups. National Association of Family Child Care. 800-359-3817. nafcc.org. National Association for the Education of Young Children. 800-424-2460. naec.org. Chapter 1. An Au Pair Nanny Guide. Au Pair Info. Au pairs are generally young women who come from another country to work as a temporary caregiver to a family, up to 13 months with a visa from the American government, as a term of employment. It's considered more a cultural exchange than a business deal. The placement agency gets some money for placing the girl, the family gets a babysitter, and the girl gets a place to live in another country while she earns a modest weekly paycheck. An au pair is a job a young woman typically does as a safe way for her to travel and see some of the world. The pay is average, not great, but, depending on who you au pair for, it could be a great experience. An au pair is another term for a nanny or a babysitter. You work for a host family in a different country taking care of the young children and generally performing some other housekeeping duties. I've heard good and bad stories about host families, your employer. Some use their au pair as basic slave labor without trying to befriend her. Others are nice and befriend the au pair. I've seen at least 2 cases on crime TV where the nanny seduces the guy, he eliminates the wife, and they continue on together. There are now some males who do this work, but not many. Your experience will depend on your host family and also your attitude and how open you are to them. For many girls, it's their first time away from home, so they feel lonely and get depressed. You have to take the attitude that life is as you create it and go there to learn about the world, as most young people are trying to do. My advice is to get a clear contract drawn up. Don't nitpick, but if your contract calls for 40 hours a week and they're making you work 60 without offering extra money, that's a violation on their part. You have to take the initiative and either get extra pay or get out of there. Complain to the agency that placed you too. There was a case on the Unshackled radio show about some family who got a nanny from the Philippines. They used her for slave labor until she ran away. Some au pair agencies are not very reputable. They just want your upfront money then leave you hanging. Pick one that has been in the business a long time. You should have defined time off and have medical insurance either paid by you or the host family. If problems arise between the family and the au pair, the agency should be willing to step in to help resolve it. The typical appointment is for 1 year or less, and the au pair should get time off to travel around before she has to go home. For an au pair coming to the United States, the J-1 visa permits up to 12 months of work and an additional month for travel. Make sure you're put with a family who either speak English or you speak their native language. You'll live with your host family. You may need a doctor's report of good health and proof of no criminal background. If you want to work as an au pair in a particular country, go to their embassy in your home country and ask about their au pair program if they have one. embassyworld.com. For Australia, apply for a working holiday visa valid for 12 months if you are between 18 and 30 years old. For Belgium, an au pair must be between 17 and 23 years old and be conversant in French, German or Dutch. An au pair can change once if she's not happy with the first family. For France, au pairs are between 17 and 30 years old. They must have a student ID and an employment contract. Germany, Ireland, the United Kingdom and other countries also take au pairs. The au pair agencies will help process your applications. Au pair program. Public Communication Division. PA/PL. Room 2206. U.S. Department of State. 2201 C Street NW. Washington, D.C. 20520. 202-647-6575. 202-647-4000. State.gov, search for Au Pair program under subject index. Au Pair websites. IAPA.org, the International Au Pair Association. adelantespain.com/chicas.cfm, Adelante Spain, offices in Madrid and Southern California, placement service for au pairs in Spain. afs.com/au pair/au pair in America. aupair.aupairworld.net. aupairagency.com. aupair-agency.com. au-pair-box.com. aupaircare.com. aupairconnect.com. aupairhere.com. aupairinamerica.com. aupaironnet.com. au-pair-resource.com. aupairsbyavalon.com. aupairsearch.com. aupair-select.com. aupairusa.org. aupair-world.net. childcarerecruitment.com. childint.co.uk. cogenitext.com/accord. euraupair.com, Europeans in U.S. homes. exchanges.state.gov. findaupair.com. generation.net/au pair. greataupair.com. goaupair.com. interexchange.org. interexchange.org/au pair/index.html, au pair USA, opportunities in U.S. homes. interexchange.org/working abroad/index.html, work abroad for us citizens. interchange.org. swisswebjobs.ch, Switzerland. perfectway.ch, au pairs Switzerland. planetaupair.com, Spain-based agency, au pair stays in Spain and Europe. princent.com/au pair/au pair in Europe. prophilia.co, au pairs Switzerland. scandinavianinsd.com, au pair Sweden. worldwideaupair.com. au pair organizations. au pair program. Public Communication Division. PA/PL. Room 2206. U.S. Department of State. 2201 C Street, NW. Washington, D.C. 20520. 202-647-6575. 202-647-4000. State.gov, search for Au Pair program under subject index. American Institute for Foreign Study. 102 Greenwich Avenue. Greenwich, Connecticut 06830. 800-727-AIFS. info@afs.org. afs.org. Sends au pairs to Europe. Au Pair Care. 455 Market Street. 17th floor. San Francisco, California 94105. 800-428-7247. 800-4 Au Pair. 800-288-7786. aupaircare.com. They sponsor young, European, English speaking ladies to come to America and work as nannies for a year. Au Pair in America. American Institute of Foreign Study. 102 Greenwich Avenue. Greenwich, Connecticut 06830. 800-727-2437. afs.com aupair/index.htm. They sponsor young, European, English speaking ladies to come to America and work as nannies for a year. Au Pair/Homestay USA. Experiment in International Living. 1015 15th St. Northwest. Number 750. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-408-5380. 202-628-7134. They sponsor young European, English speaking ladies to come to America and work as nannies for a year and American girls to go to Europe to work as nannies. Au Pair International. Portland, or 503-295-7730. Au Pair Program USA. Flavia Hall. SLC Utah 84111. 801-943-7788. Au Pair USA. 6985 Union Park. Center. Number 340. SLC Utah 84047. 800-574-8889. 800-937-6264. 801-255-7722. Fax, 801-255-7782. They sponsor young, European, English speaking ladies to come to America and work as nannies for a year. Au Pair Use Inter-Exchange. 161 6th Avenue. NYC 10013. 800 Au Pairs. They sponsor young, European, English speaking ladies to come to America and work as nannies for a year. F. Au Pair. 1 Education Street. Cambridge, Massachusetts 02141. 800-333-6056. efaupair.org. Au Pair. 210 North Lee Street. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 800-333-3804. EuraUPair.com. Interchange. 356 West 34th St. NYC 10001. 212-947-9533. Nanny websites 1. Call 800 Tax Form, irs.gov, get booklet number 503, Child and Dependent Care Credit and the booklet number 926, Employment Taxes for Household Employees if you have a babysitter or nanny. In order to stay legal, contact your local unemployment tax office and workmen's compensation office to ask about details when hiring domestic workers for your home. Try number 362.712 or HQ 778.6 and HV861 at your library. 4nannytaxes.com. Nanny.org, International Nanny Association. TheaPNA.org, Alliance of Professional Nanny Agencies. Postajobnanny.com. Nannyalliance.blogspot.com. Nanniesfromheaven.com dead website. Try dmoz-odp.org/home/family/child-care/nannies/north_america/united_states. Nannylocators.com. Nanny.org, Nanny Association. eNannySource.com. Nannypro.com. Nannyneeded.com. Nannypro.com. HelpingHandNannies.com, Milwaukee, WI. SuburbanCare.com. GreatAuPair.com. AdvancedNannies.com. mycareer.com.au/jobs/all/trades/nanny-babysitting. Nannylocators.com. Nannyneeded.com. abcnanny.com, books. childcareaction.org. naec.org. nafcc.org. nanniesabroad.com. nanny.org. naywaupair.com/nannies_countries.aspx, country information and advice for au pairs and nannies. Suburbancare.com. eNannySource.com. Nanny websites 2. International Nanny Association. 900 Haddon Avenue. Number 438. Collingswood, New Jersey 08108. 609-858-0808. 800-297-1477. Nanny.org. Directory of local placement agencies and nanny training programs. Nanny Health Insurance Services. Richard A. Eidenberg Associates. Newton Center, Ma. 800-777-5765. Nanny News Newsletter. Box 277. Hopewell, New Jersey 08525. 800 Me for Nanny. Nanny Tax Service. 50 East 42nd St. Number 2108. NYC 10017. 212-867-1776. Does the taxes for people who hire domestics. National Association of Nannies. 7413 Six Forks Road. Number 317. Raleigh, North Carolina 27615. 800-344-6266. Nanny Schools. You can either go to school to learn to be a nanny or contact these schools to get a referral to a nanny for your home. American Council of Nanny Schools. Number A74. Delta College. University Center, Michigan 48710. 517-686-9417. Contact them for a good nanny or a list of nanny schools. American Nanny College. 4650 Arrow Highway. Number 10. Montclair, California 91763. 800-462-7711. 909-924-7717. Fax 909-624-9261. Childminders Academy. 4350 Oakton. Number 202. Skokie, Illinois 60076. 847-673-8998. Fax 847-673-8616. DeMarge College. 3608 Northwest 58th St. OKC, Oklahoma 73112. 405-947-1534. Fax 405-947-1534. Dona Ana Branch. Community College. POG 30001. Las Cruces, New Mexico 88003. 505-527-7630. Fax 505-527-7515. nmsu.edu. English Nanny and Governess School. 30 South Franklin St. Chagrin Falls, Ohio 44022. 800-733-1984. 216-247-0600. Fax 216-247-0602. ngnanav@aol.com. nanny.governess.com. Hawking College. Annie Academy. 3301 Hawking Parkway. Number 2204. Nelsonville, Ohio 45764-9704. 800-282-4163. 614-753-3591. Fax 614-753-5105. Horizon Career College. 8315 Virginia St. Number A. Merrillville, Indiana 46410. 219-756-6811. Fax 219-756-6812. Kindercare Learning Centers. 2400 President's Drive. Montgomery, Alabama 36116. 800-707-7979. Lakeland Community College. 5001 Lakeland Boulevard. Mattoon, Illinois 61938. 800-252-4121. 217-234-5295. Fax 217-258-6459. Montana Nannies, Inc. 101 11th Avenue South. Shelby, Montana 59474. 406-434-2502. Fax 406-434-2502. Montcalm Community College. POG 300. Sydney, Michigan 48885. 517-328-1234. Fax, 517-328-2950. Moraine Park Child Care College. 235 North National Avenue. Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, 54936. 800-221-6430. 414-924-3289. 414-922-8611. Fax, 414-929-2478. Moorhead State University. Department of Human Sciences. epub 889. Moorhead, Kentucky, 40351. 800-585-6781. 606-783-2966. Fax, 606-783-5007. Murray State College. 1 Murray Campus St. Tishomingo, Oklahoma, 73460. 405-371-2371, EXT 222. Fax, 405-371-9844. Nannies on Call. 7486 Upper 20th St. Oakdale, Minnesota, 55128. 612-779-2386. Nanny School of Long Island. 17 Fox Hunt Lane. Cold Spring Harbor, New York, 11724. 516-692-5890. Fax, 516-421-3212. National Academy of Nannies. 3300 East 1st Avenue. Number 520. Denver, Colorado, 80206. School for Nannies. Northeastern Oklahoma. A&M College. Child Development. 200 I St. N.E. Miami, Oklahoma, 74354-6497. 800-464-6636. 918-540-6265. Fax, 918-542-9759. neom.cc.ok.us. Northwest Nanny Institute. 11830 Southwest Kerr Parkway. Number 100. Lake Oswego, Oregon, 97035. 503-245-5288. Fax, 503-245-7617. Portland School for Nannies. POB 9739-1148. Portland, Maine, 04104. 207-871-0665. Fax, 207-871-0775. Quapaw Technical Institute. 200 Mid-America Boulevard. POB 3950. Hot Springs, Arkansas, 71914-3950. 501-767-9314. Fax, 501-767-4254. Southeast Community College. 8800 OST. Lincoln, Nebraska, 68520. 800-642-4075. 402-437-2455. Fax, 402-437-2404. Stark Nanny Advancement Program. 1350 Logan St. Denver, Colorado, 80203. 800-888-4904. 303-832-5510. Fax, 303-832-5015. Hminfo@starkeyintl.com. starkeyintl.com. Sullivan College. Nanny Program. 3101 Bardstown Road. Louisville, Kentucky, 40205. 800-844-1354. Sullivan College. Nanny Program. 2659 Regency Road. Lexington, Kentucky 40503. 800-467-6287. 606-276-4357. Triad Nanny and Elder Care Registry. 5216 Lawndale Drive, Greensboro, North Carolina 27455. 800-333-6056. 910-282-2937. Fax 910-545-1346. Tri-State Nannies. Training and Placement. 5 Cannon Brook Lane, Norwalk, Connecticut 06851. 203-847-3929. Vincennes University Nanny Program. 1002 North 1st St. Vincennes, Indiana 47591. 812-882-3350. Chapter 2. World Au Pair Nanny by Country. Australia Au Pair/Nanny. geovisions.org/program/au-pair-australia, 877-949-9998. findbabysitters.com.au. australiannannies.info. dial-angel.com.au, dialaandangel.com. familymatch.com.au. nanny.net.au. nannyconnection.com.au. peopleforpeople.com.au. Austria Au Pair/Nanny. aupairaustria.com, office at aupairaustria.com. aupairvermitlung.at, office at aupairvermitlung.at. ams.or.at/download/aupair-info.pdf. ams.or.at/neu/tirol/1889.htm, list of au pair companies. au-pair4you.at. aupairaustria.com. au-pair-corner.at. kath-jugend.at/au pair, au pair. volunteer.at/au pair. Britain Au Pair/Nanny. If you want to work as a nanny in Britain or you're British and want to work elsewhere, try these websites. Many of these agencies set up jobs in Europe. biapa.org.uk, British Au Pair Agencies Association. ind.homeoffice.gov.uk, Immigration, go to Au Pair for general information. nannyjob.co.uk, links to nanny agencies. 100s-aupairs.co.uk. 2zaupairs.com, Williton, Taunton. abacusaupairagency.co.uk. academyagency.co.uk. angloaupairs.co.uk. anglonannies.com. apni.org.uk. aupair1.com, Bournemouth, Dorset. aupairagency.com. auparamerica.co.uk, Nannies for America. aupair-connections.co.uk. aupairinamerica.co.uk. aupairinternational.co.uk. aupaireireland.com. aupairs.co.uk. au-pairs4u.com. aupairsandnannies.co.uk. aupairsdirect.co.uk. aupair-select.com. aupairs-etc.co.uk. aupairsnannies.co.uk. aupairs-nannies.co.uk. aupairsnannies.com. aupairsnationwide.co.uk. barracudas.co.uk. bestbear.co.uk/childcare/find.htm, job in Britain as a nanny, au pair. bloomsburyauPairs.co.uk, London. buntersauPairs.co.uk. childint.co.uk, Childcare International, London-based agency, worldwide. countynannies.co.uk, Linstead, Kent. elizabethelder.co.uk. enfamilelioverseas.co.uk esprit-holidays.co.uk, they hire childcare workers for their family summer tours in the Alps. euro-pair.co.uk firstchoicenanny.co.uk greatcare.co.uk happyhomechildcare.co.uk isccworld.co.uk j15.co.uk janetwhite.com jolaneagency.com, Barnet, Hertfordshire kidsclub.co.uk lady.co.uk, magazine, some au pair ads matchmakerauPairs.co.uk millenniumauPairs.co.uk mkelliaupair.co.uk mondialauPairs.co.uk nannyjob.co.uk nannies.co.uk nielsen.com/recruitment quickhelp.co.uk rec.uk.com Recruitment and Employment Confederation the-aupair-shop.com thechildcarecompany.co.uk thechildcaresolution.com the ukaupairagency.co.uk the uknannyagency.co.uk topnotchnannies.com based in London, worldwide totalnannies.com universalance.co.uk worldnetuk.com Childcare International, Ltd. Trafalgar House, Grenville P1, London NW73SA 020-8906-3116 Fax 8906-3461 childint.co.uk Canada Au Pair/Nanny. For an au pair going to Canada, you have to apply for the live-in caregiver program, which could get you permanent residency after 2 years. cic.gc.ca/english/pub/caregiver/index.html. Most of these websites are for Canadian girls who want to work in Europe, but some are for foreigners au pairing in Canada. Many companies deal in both. abcnannies.ca, ABC Nannies Canada, Inc. seeks experienced au pairs to work in Canada for at least 12 months. NannyPerfect.com, Nanny Perfect Canada offers full-time live-in and part-time nanny positions with accommodations available across Canada. abcnannies.ca AbsoluteCaRenanny.com, 877-925-8474 aupair.ca AventuresJeunesse.com CanadianNanny.ca Elja.qc.ca EliteCareCanada.com EuropeanInHomeServices.com GlobetrottersDucatian.ca MYPRICE4U.ca NannyFinderSBC.com NewSolutionsCanada.com OPTI-MUM.com, Vancouver Princent.com SCOTIA-PERSONNEL-LTD.com, Halifax, NS SelectivePersonnel.ca WeNaDanany.com Au Pair in Europe POB 68056 Blakely Postal Outlet Hamilton, on L8M3M7 800-665-6305 905-545-6305 Fax 905-544-4121 Au Pair at Princent.com Princent.com/au pair Places au pairs in Europe France Au Pair/Nanny. For France, au pairs are between 17 and 30 years old. They must have a student ID and an employment contract. There are lots of nanny jobs in the ski areas. UFAAP.org, French Association of Au Pairs. NAP.fr, Nanny, Au Pair. UFAAP.org in Paris, the notice board at the American Church has ads, 65 Quai d'Orsay. geovisions.org/program/au-pair-France. Aupairparis.com, Americans to become au pairs in Paris, 212-254-9779, 48 East 13th Street, New York, New York 10003. Aupairazur.com, aupairazur@aol.com, placement mainly with families on the French Riviera. Aupairservices.com, contact@aupairservices.com. europairservices.com. fee-revee.com, contact@fee-revae.com, France Langue, Au Pair Programs. france-langue.programs-prices/au-pair-programs.html. france-langue.com. frenchamericancenter.com, info@frenchamericancenter.com. frenchamericancenter.com/english/aupair.asp. solutionaupair.com, contact@solutionaupair.com, Northern France around Lille. asso.interséjours.free.fr, places au pairs worldwide. association.wanadoo.fr/marypoppins.aupair. afj-aupair.org. perso.wanadoo.fr/euro.province. afj-aupair.org. afje-paris.org. alliancefarmarseille.org. asso.interséjours.free.fr. association.wanadoo.fr/marypoppins.aupair. aupair1.com. butterfly-papillon.com. europairservices.com. europrovence.org. eurojob.fr. frenchamericancenter.com. jackfrosts.net/jobs.htm. nap.fr. oliver-twist.fr. perso.orange.fr/euro.province/index. perso.wanadoo.fr/euro.province. silc.fr, France. somesparisnannies.com. Germany au pair/nanny. geovisions.org/program/au-pair-in-Germany, 877-949-9998. aupair-interconnection.de. aupair-au-pair.com. aupaircare.de/inbound. inwox.com, info@inwox.com. aupair.com, info@aupair.com. multiculture.info. culturist.com. aupair-ams.de. aupair-interconnection.de. aupair-invia.de. aupairsociety.org. au-pair-vij.org, YWCA of Germany, places au pairs. bloomsburyauPairs.co.uk. Caritas.de. invia.caritas.de, Catholic Childcare Agency. multiculture.info. perfect-partners.de. vij-deutschland.de, Protestant Childcare Agency. Au Pair Wizard. Europublic Warhegenter GmbH. Neue Schirnhauser Straße 10. D10178 Berlin, Germany. au-pair.com. Greece au pair. ninnymuses.gr. Ireland au pair/nanny. geovisions.org/program/au-pair-in-Ireland, 877-949-9998, programs@geovisions.org. celticchildcare.com. estintireland.com/work-in-Ireland. aupairs4ireland.com. Douglas Au Pair Agency Ltd. 28 Frankfield, Douglas, Cork, Ireland. 21489. 1489. Fax, 21489 1489. Aupairhere.com. Shamrock Au Pair Agency. Magaree, Kilmoronay, Athy. Co. Kildare. Ireland. 507 25533. AupaireIreland.com. Dublin Childcare Recruitment Agency. New Courthouse. Strandaville Ave. Clontarf. Dublin 3, Ireland. 01833 2281. CHILDCARE-RECRUITMENT.com. Italy Au Pair/Nanny. geovisions.org/program/show-pair-in-Italy, 877-949-9998, programs at geovisions.org. arseaupair.it, info@arseaupair.it. arseaupair.it. au-pair-international.com. opaireitaly.com. euroma.info. europlacements.com. goldnet.it/jolly. intermediateonline.com, language school for English teachers, au pair work. romaaupair.com. webcom.com/best/au-pair. space.tin.it/association IAZIONI/GIRL Nannies Italy. snf.it/Aquilo NE Nanny Service, Italy. Netherlands Au Pair/Nanny. napoweb.nl. interexchange.org, info@interexchange.org. interexchange.org/working-au-pair-program/become-o-pair-Netherlands. geovisions.org/program/10-4__pair_in_the_Netherlands.cfm, 877-949-9998, programs at geovisions.org. aupairinteractive.com. aupair-agency.nl. aupair.nl. activityinternational.nl. house-o-orange.nl. saupair.com. travelactive.nl. Spain Au Pair/Nanny. geovisions.org/program/show-pair-spain, 877-949-9998. bestprograms.org/show-pair/work-study-spain/index.html. bestprograms.org. Switzerland Au Pair/Nanny. perfectway.ch. au-pair-sunshine.ch. haut-lac.com, International Center. lapetitefouRMI.com. prophilia.ch, Catholic. swissaupair.ch. tasis.com, The American School. windconnections.ch, for Australians and Canadians. Turkey Au Pair/Nanny. geovisions.org/program/show-pair-turkey, 877-949-9998, programs at geovisions.org. interexchange.org/working-abroad/show-pair-program/become-o-pair-turkey.